There was an unwritten rule in the prison. All packages sent by family members had to be opened in front of the guards to prevent contraband from being smuggled in. When the guard saw that the prisoner had received only a book, he relaxed his guard and left, not noticing that hidden inside the thick book was a belt, the key tool for the man's escape. The man then bent a spoon into 3 pieces and used the bottom of a cup to form a launcher. Next, he removed his belt and tested its elasticity. Finally, he wrapped a thin string around the bedpost to create a trigger mechanism. After completing these steps, the man faked a stomachache and called for the guard. Following protocol, the guard told him to turn around and cuff his hands, asking him to step forward before opening the door. As soon as the guard opened the door, the man carefully stepped over the string, triggering the mechanism. The dart hit the guard's throat with pinpoint accuracy. The guard didn't have time to react and died instantly. The man seized the opportunity to escape to the rooftop, quickly climbed a utility pole, and using the pre-prepared belt as a cushion, slid down the electrical wires straight out of the prison. The alarm blared through the prison, but the guards, confused by the darkness of the night, didn't know where to chase. Fortunately, the police dogs could track by scent. However, surprisingly, the man, who had been running for his life, stopped upon hearing the barking behind him and turned back. He had already learned how to train the police dogs. With a few smooth gestures, the dogs obediently sat on the ground. With the 2 police dogs watching, the man vanished into the darkness. The escape plan of another prisoner was even more outrageous. He refused to eat the prison food and instead traded his meals for the butter from his cellmate's tray. To him, this butter was the key to his escape. But today, the overweight cellmate unexpectedly refused the trade. The young man quickly sensed something was off, and sure enough, several inmates were staring at him, heading his way. Panicked, he grabbed his food tray and shouted, which caught the attention of the guards. He narrowly escaped, but knowing that this situation would happen again, he decided to take action ahead of time. The young man, while doing chores in the warden's office, deliberately pretended to have forgotten to mail an important letter. The warden explained it was a letter requesting state funds, and told him to send it immediately. The man went to the guard post, and as he started to explain the situation, the guard said the warden had already made arrangements, allowing him to pass. With only 2 layers of wire mesh left, the young man quickly ran to the drainage outlet, opened the envelope containing the butter, and began smearing it on his body to ensure he could smoothly pass through the pipes. However, when he finally squeezed into the pipe, he realized he had forgotten to bring his clothes. He tried to reach them with his shoes but couldn't quite grab them. With no other option, he gave up and crawled through the drain pipe naked. Thanks to the butter's lubrication, he quickly slid to the exit. The guards noticed the disturbance through the security cameras and triggered the alarm, but it was too late. The young man had already reached the opposite bank of the river. Next, there were 3 more prisoners with even bolder escape plans.